A caregiver of a young girl is facing a murder charge after evidence of a child homicide offence was found on his phone. On the afternoon on Thursday the 12th of January, 36-year-old Ivan Adams was arrested in Glendale, Arizona, due to an outstanding felony warrant issued out of Oklahoma for murder and child neglect in relation to missing 4-year-old Athena Brownfield. His wife, 31-year-old Alicia Adams, was arrested just hours earlier in Cyril, Oklahoma on 2 counts of child neglect. The search for Athena began at around 2 p.m. on Tuesday, after a female postal worker discovered her 5-year-old sister wandering alone outside her home at 225 Nebraska Avenue in Cyril and called the police. The girls were reportedly in the care of Ivan and Alicia Adams, and Athena's sister was taken into protective custody. Authorities said they will continue to look for Athena, despite fears that she is dead. She's known to be wearing a pink butterfly sweater and pink pants. Multiple law enforcement agencies and volunteers joined in the search for her, which included a helicopter, boats, all-terrain vehicles, a specially trained grounds team, and a review of surveillance video from around Cyril. The city of Cyril also suspended trash services as investigators tried looking for clues. Detectives said they are following up on tips coming from Oklahoma and other states. Ivan's currently being held at the Maricopa County Jail in Phoenix, pending extradition to Oklahoma, and his bail's been set at $1 million. Alicia remains held at the Caddo County Jail. Ivan and Alicia have been married since 2014. Investigators said that the siblings were under the care of their paternal mother, who had sole custody for the last year and a half. It remains unclear how the mother came to leave the 2 girls in the care of the husband and wife. It's also unclear how long the sisters had been in the couple's care prior to their disappearance. The investigation into the matter continues. 22-year-old Cameron Wright of Fresno, California is behind bars and is accused of murdering his fiancée and dismembering her body. At 10 p.m. on Monday the 9th of January, the authorities responded to a home on the 8300 block of South Hayes Avenue after receiving a call regarding a domestic violence incident. When deputies arrived, they made contact with Cameron, who lived at the residence, where deputies found evidence that led them to believe he had murdered his girlfriend, 24-year-old Samantha Sharp. The Fresno County District Attorney's Office said that Cameron stabbed her multiple times. They said after killing her on Sunday, he then tried to hide her remains by dismembering her body. Authorities searched an orchard roughly 2 miles away and found her scattered remains. Homicide detectives responded to the scene to collect evidence and conducted interviews. Cameron was arrested on Tuesday and was charged with murder, enhanced personal use of a dangerous deadly weapon, and mutilation of human remains. He's held at the Fresno County Jail on a $1 million bond. The motive of the attack is unknown, and the investigation into the matter is ongoing. Cameron was out on parole for prior conviction for a serious and violent felony in 2019. If convicted on all charges, Cameron faces between 54 years to life in prison. Samantha's mother, Michelle Hill, along with other relatives, attended Cameron's arraignment on Friday. She was holding a photo of her daughter and said that Samantha was loving and caring. She loved everybody. She trusted a lot of people. She trusted the wrong person. She would do anything for anybody, she said. Samantha leaves behind 2 children, one who's a newborn and the other's 3 years old. Michelle said they'll always remember their mother because she'll make sure of it. She said that she's puzzled by what could have been Cameron's motive, especially since Samantha was a good partner who loved him. She was good to him. I just can't make sense of it. Why would you hurt an innocent girl that's done nothing to nobody? She never hurt nobody. She's always loved everybody, she said. 35-year-old Jimmy Ray Bradford of North Carolina is behind bars for allegedly beating and strangling his stepchildren. On the 10th of January, deputies from the Alamance County Sheriff's Office Special Victims Unit received a report about suspected abuse of 2 children, a 12-year-old and a 13-year-old who reportedly had bruising on their bodies and other markings that were consistent with that of a beating. The children told investigators that Jimmy punished them for not performing their chores to his satisfaction. Jimmy fled his residence on Pleasant Grove Union School Road in Burlington, but was tracked down later that day at his parents' home in Caswell County, roughly 15 miles away. Jimmy was arrested and charged with 2 counts of felony abuse inflicting serious injury and 2 counts of felony assault by strangulation. Jimmy was also served with domestic violence protection orders while being held in custody. He's been held at the Alamance County Detention Center on a $100,000 bond. The whereabouts of the children's mother was not disclosed by authorities.